Foodie gang, 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 gang. Foodie gang, gang, gang.
Food gang, gang, gang.
Foodie gang, gang, gang.
Food gang, gang, gang. Food gang, gang, gang.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? What's up, Foodie gang? How y'all doing today? I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. This is Kitchen Talk with Chef Big Bank, Season 2, Episode 2. And we are going to get into it today. I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. We got Elevated Mind Healer. Thank you so much. Miss Solistic. And as always, the beautiful Randy. Thank you so much for tuning in. We also got Dr. Frizzle. And if you have a YouTube channel, feel free to drop your link in the chat. So today we're going to talk about Behind Enemy Lines Prison Food Explained Part 2. So I don't know if y'all seen it, but y'all got to go back and watch Season 1, Episode 49. We had a great interview, and we are going to be doing Part 2 of that interview. And I also have a snippet of the original interview, Part 1, that I'm going to show you guys. But before we bring our special guest up and before we get into the nitty gritty, I have a disclaimer to read for you guys. So I'm going to take y'all back to school for a second. So let me pull that up here. Okay, so welcome to 907 Good Eats, Kitchen Talk with Chef Big Bank. Please note that the information provided on our channel, including commentary and discussions, is for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. This channel does not provide professional advice of any kind and should not be considered as such. Comments and opinions expressed are those of the individuals and not those of 907 Good Eats. While we strive to provide accurate and up-to-date information, we cannot guarantee its completeness, reliability, or accuracy. The use of the information provided on this channel is strictly at your own risk. We do not claim ownership of any third-party content featured on our channel. All third-party content is the intellectual property of their respective owners, and we respect their rights. Viewer description is advised for all content. And y'all, I had to read that to y'all because we finna get into it this episode. It's gonna be a lot. So, without further ado, I'm gonna bring up our guest co-host, George from Real Talk or No Talk 907. How you doing? How you doing?
Greetings, everyone. Welcome, Foodie Gang.
So, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, ma'am. My name is George Taylor, and I like to consider myself a serial entrepreneur. I also have a YouTube channel myself, Real Talk or No Talk 907. You can find us on every platform, TikTok, Facebook, the same name, Real Talk or No Talk 907. And I have a cleaning company that I started 9 years ago. I changed my life around. I had a bad past, and I had some experience with prison, which is how we were able to talk about food and the different things like that. And we have some very interesting findings for you guys that we hope to be able to go over with you guys.
Yes. So y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, subscribe to Real Talk or No Talk 907. If one of the moderators could drop his link in the chat, that would be greatly appreciated. And how are you doing today, George?
I'm doing pretty good. It's been a busy day though, but other than that, all is well. You know.
Yeah, and thank you, Next Levels, sliding in here in the intro. Thank you all so much for showing up.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. So I don't know if you guys were there or not at season 1, episode 49, where we had the original interview. Before we get into the new videos that we have to show you guys after we did, some Foodie Gang investigative team research. I have the original video just to kind of give you guys a flashback of what we talking about, so you up to speed. So I'm not a new YouTuber anymore, but I am, StreamYard's always changing things around. So when I hit these buttons, y'all bear with us. Okay, let's see.
Change that.
Okay, so here we go. This is the original video. Let me go back a little bit. And let's play this, and we're gonna pick up from where we left off
On the roster to eat. And what they would do is they would call the units by whichever unit they felt was the cleanest. So whoever was the dirtiest would eat last, and they would change that up weekly. So they would call chow, and people would take off to go get their trays. They would stand in line, and you would have a tray, and they would put your food on the tray, and then you would go sit down and you would eat. They used to have a salad bar as well. They don't no more. They stopped doing that as well. They did away with that. But in the beginning, there was a salad bar with beans and rice and soup and salad, and I was kind of used to that. Even the Mexicans that was there was used to that. People would be taking that stuff back and cooking other stuff with it, and doing all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? So that
I think
salad bar was a lifesaver. I loved it.
so. Was the salad bar self-serve, or it was like
Yes,
they would
yes,
give you? It was self. Oh, okay,
yeah. It was
y'all.
totally.
Before we get into the nitty-gritty, I want to let you guys know that everything here is alleged. 907 Good Eats or 907 Big Bank Productions is not responsible. Everything said here is our personal opinion. But what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say that. And then you got the holiday times, like somebody like myself. I was involved with people that were paying people to cook for them. I was eating burritos, fried burritos. Like a lot of the food that I was eating came out of the kitchen, and people were selling stuff on the yards, cold sodas, like whatever you wanted. Fried chicken. They were frying chicken in the unit. So like a lot of the food that I consumed came from there. But
Okay, did y'all hear that part? George said they be frying chicken in the units. So I want y'all to, take a mental note of that. Keep it in your brain.
I did go down there on holidays because they would give you pies and cookies, and so it was worth going down there on the holidays. But running down there every day, no, I didn't do that.
When you say running down there every day, you're referring to the cafeteria?
Yes, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Right.
Okay, so people were frying chicken in their
Yes.
units?
Yes.
How was that possible?
They were doing it they were making stingers out of their garbage cans. Pour the grease in there, and they were
in the garbage can?
yeah, they were using garbage cans and different things to fry chicken and burritos and tacos, and so you get a lot of that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
So the hot oil wouldn't melt the trash can?
No, no, this wasn't. This is some other type of, like, they were sharpening, like they could make weapons out of.
Y'all, I could not believe that they was doing this in prison. So that's why we had to do our Foodie Gang investigative team and figure out how this is possible. Because this just blew my mind. I'm going to play a little bit more.
Breaking that garbage can down, whatever type of material is made out of. I don't know what kind of material it is.
That's crazy. Emperor said, sounds like the Detroit public schools in the military minus the salad bar. I wish we had salad bars.
Yeah, I enjoyed them salad bars because guess what? The salad bar was also something different than what they were serving there. So like if you don't want to eat what they're serving, you could go over to the salad bar and say, well, hey, let me look over here. Let me get me some salad here. Let me get some rice. You know what I mean? So yeah. You can get
Emperor said, yeah, the oil doesn't melt. It's still garbage can. Okay, so the garbage cans were still?
They had different types of garbage cans.
They're like
but I'm talking about something that was not steel though, but it's different. I wish I had one.
How did they get heat to the garbage can?
Some type of way they create like a stinger. I'm not really sure. I wasn't doing it. I don't know.
That's very creative. I can't believe it.
Yeah, I didn't know how to do that, but that's how they also made alcohol there too. The White Lightning, and they was making all of that in there. Yep.
I think I heard about it. Isn't it called like wine or something?
No, well, listen, you got the so it's
okay. So that was the main part of the interview that I wanted to bring up to you guys and for you guys to watch. Elevated Mind Healer said, you'd be surprised what they make. All they got is time. So they think of all kind of things. What do you think, George?
That's absolutely true. I mean, the ingenuity And the way that they come up with stuff, it's mind blowing on a whole nother level. So I would have to agree. Even when it comes to hiding things, you got to think. There's not really many places to hide stuff, so they got to really, get creative here. The basic ways, like in the mattress and inside the light and all of that type of stuff. That's the first places that they check. So those places are common. So they have to get really, really extra creative now. You know what I mean? So you'd be surprised.
Wow, that's crazy. Randy, thank you so much for posting the link. So you guys make sure you guys subscribe to Real or No Talk 907. Go ahead and subscribe. So yes, when you said that they cook food in the cells, I didn't believe it. But then when you stated that they make fried chicken,
Hmm.
I just couldn't believe it.
Right. And it'd be really good too, depending on who's frying it. I mean, I'm
You
telling you,
tried some?
yes, yes. Remember, I said I buy a lot of that food because I wasn't going down there. So, like we wake up and figure out what we gonna eat today. I mean, sometimes you get stuff coming out of the kitchen, a lot of the times, but as far as us being able to purchase stuff that those guys are making, those guys that work there, yes, they're gonna feed everybody because that's their job with breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but they're also
Mhm.
gonna find a way to where they're gonna, make some money and get some stuff out of there and do their own thing too. So, we're fortunate to be able to be friends with these people, have these people inside of our unit. These people be like bringing 100 hamburgers back, selling them all for a couple dollars a piece and everything. So, you know how that go.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's crazy. And so yeah, make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel. As always, you can support this platform and keep the stove on at money sign Chef Big Bang.
Hmm.
So the first video that I have to show you guys is we're gonna get into this fried chicken. And I was really curious how it's possible. And George sent me these videos, and I was like, oh my gosh. It's like as a chef, we just go to the kitchen and we cook. And we're cooking with, electricity, pots and pans. So we never think about doing it any other way.
That's absolutely true. This kind of way that you're looking at is almost like living in a corner store.
Yeah. And it's just so crazy. So this is a video I found. Um Elevator Mind Healer said that fried chicken is blowing your mind. Yes, it is. I'm thinking like, how do they fry chicken in a trash can? So this is a chef. He's on TikTok, and I don't think he's not currently incarcerated in this video, but he still does a lot of the cooking techniques that he learned in prison. So we're gonna watch the video.
Y'all see
Interesting.
this? That's how we did it today, y'all. There we go. There we go. Good thing. You put that chicken in there until it starts floating. I'm gonna do like 5 pieces, 4 or 5 pieces at a time. Hold on, y'all. I'm coming right back.
Wow.
Yeah, so George, I'm gonna ask you this. After they are done frying the chicken, how do they dispose of all the oil?
The oil are the oil is poured into empty containers, put a top on it, and just toss it in the trash bag. That garbage can that actually looks very similar, if not the same, as the garbage can that they will use inside of there, whatever type of you know um, material that is. That's exactly the format right there. What you see happen.
Yeah. And I think I've seen that trash can before in like office buildings and stuff. And
Hmm.
it feels like it's like a thick plastic. What do you think?
Some type of poly, you know what I mean? It's something that doesn't burn. It's some type of it's something, man. But you will see those trash cans in offices, inside of prisons, and places like that. But you never know. In hard times, you could turn one of them into a fryer, in a matter of seconds.
And it's crazy because like us as home cooks, we're like worried about safety, and they're just like putting everything on the line to enjoy a good meal. And like I feel like everyone deserves a good meal, but this, I don't know, George.
I'm interested in seeing what that core at the end of that, because that's basically a stinger.
Yeah.
That's basically a stinger. But I'm interested to see what it looked like, because it's obviously able to heat the oil up with no problem, and that oil has to be heated up to a certain temperature in order to get that crispiness that we need anyway.
Especially, and it also makes me wonder because it's like, how does the cord not melt?
That's true.
You know, like Elevated said, especially in prison, you can get in big trouble. But George, you tell us, because you ate this chicken before. Is this chicken worth going to the hole for or getting in trouble? Is it worth it?
Those meals are absolutely worth it. Okay. All right. And you're not gonna get in no trouble. They got people watching where the police is at. So like you best believe when it comes to this chicken and them burgers and that lo mein and that pasta and all of that, like everybody's working together. That's another thing about in there. You got the COs, and then you got everybody else. So like they do their job and everybody do their job. We work together when it comes to the food because everybody's trying to eat, one way or another.
Okay, so with that being said, when one person is cooking and there's lookouts,
Yeah, same thing with tattooing. They have lookouts. Everybody's working together. So
wow.
things happen
Elevated,
in the
go
blink of
ahead.
an eye. I said things happen in the blink of an eye. Believe it or not.
Elevated said bacon burger. Do they have one of those?
Yeah, yeah, you can get bacon on your burger, because if you think about it, they have bacon for breakfast. Some of that stuff, I'm telling you, man, you have to. It's really like luxury for you to be able to. You got to really, really grease the wheels really, really well. You got to pay like you weigh. So some of that stuff you got to have, like, it's like exclusive access to it. Some of the people coming out of the kitchen get a job in there so they can eat good, and then they don't want to take a chance of you telling on them, and then they lose their job. So you know, it can get really, really tricky.
Yeah, I'm. This is like, I feel like my mind is blown. I never knew all this, about cooking until I started 907 Good Eats, and I'm hearing all these different stories. But it makes me appreciate
Another thing,
food in my meal, because one thing that's true about food is like it's at every gathering, it's just the center of every gathering. So
I
I
also
mean,
want
I guess if y'all come together over food, it should be fried chicken, right?
mhm, fried rice, all of that kind of stuff. But I also want to say, for the people who are less fortunate in there, meaning that they don't have people, sending them money or whatever the scenario is. A lot of those people, the first place that they go get a job at is in the kitchen, because believe it or not, those people make you, you know what I'm saying, get a job. If you don't have a GED or high school diploma, they make you go to school. So, you're not just gonna lay around and and do nothing, because there's a programming that gotta be done. So um, a lot of those people that don't have no money, they have no choice but to go to the kitchen, because at least they can eat and they can try to hustle with whatever they can get out of the kitchen. So that kitchen be a person's, you know what I'm saying, a whole world, you know what I mean, to some degree.
Yeah. Do you think that that's an iron looking at it now from this view?
That's what it looked like. It
Does it
very
look like iron to you? Does it? Do y'all think it's an iron Foodie Gang?
yeah.
It kind of looks like it's an iron.
hmm We're gonna have to
You
get
know
one.
what?
We're
You
gonna
know
have
what we
to
gonna have to do?
go
We're
to
gonna have
one
to
of our
recreate
special.
it. I'm just playing. I ain't about to burn down my house. But it kind of looks like an iron from this view. Okay, and I have Elevated says it does look like an iron. I never would have thought about that.
That's pretty nifty.
That is like, and he's at home doing this, and it was so funny on the comments. They were like, "You're free now."
Right. Let my people
So
go. Right.
yeah, but it does look like an iron. That's crazy.
Yeah. Maybe we can try that. We need to try that. We need to see. We need to see. I don't know about recreating that same garbage can though, but we definitely could see if our iron could do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a little scared. You might have to just do it and send us a video. You on the Foodie Gang investigative team, right? You might have to just do the investigation by yourself.
What you worried about? What you worried about, Chef? You worried about getting elected?
Yeah, watch. Y'all gonna see on the news. Chef Big Bang went up in flames. I'm scared. I don't know. Well, see, I cook in the kitchen. I'm not no president chef now.
Right.
Okay, and so this is another video. This is the one that you sent me, and y'all, let's go ahead and watch it, and y'all tell me what y'all think.
Hey, look, we got the whole situation.
Tell her you coming.
Yeah, the real one.
I ain't got my phone. My phone inside. I'm watching him cook some chicken. Matter of fact, don't give her the phone. I need her to do something for me.
Yeah, we ain't playing. Sam.
Just go out there and tell her right quick. Tell her. So I need her to send me $25 somewhere.
I'm trying to tell you, trying to buy one of these places. Yeah, we ain't playing. We having all the spices, all the seasoning. How many more? You did. Everything clean.
You gotta remember now, them ropes don't get hot now. Put all that weight on. Y'all know.
Elevator said, "Is that oil hot enough?" I was thinking the same thing. What do you think, George?
I think that they were prepared to be cooking for a while. You gotta ask yourself, where is the officers at, right? While all this is going on, these guys got a lot of time to be over there frying some chicken. Wouldn't you say? I love the ingenuity there, though. That's pretty dangerous. I was a little concerned about the heat on them ropes over there, like that one man mentioned about how the ropes gonna get hot, but they seem to have been professionals, though. I wonder what size they had to go with it.
Yeah, and then one thing I noticed is that he was on the phone. Can you tell us a little bit more about that and how the payment system works out?
Yeah.
If they are selling these chickens.
Oh yeah. So they use a lot of different digital platforms to move money around, whether it be Venmo, Cash App. They don't do nothing but say, "Hey, where you want this money sent to?" And then a person sends the money, and then the person calls their people to confirm that the payment was received, and then the chicken and the plate will be released to its rightful owner after payment confirmation has been made. So Western Union, MoneyGram, these digital platforms become, you know what I mean, everything when you behind the walls. If you don't have no money and you can't move money around, you're gonna be down at the chow hall quite a bit, and you might not want to miss breakfast because you know then you only gonna have lunch and dinner.
Wow, and he said $20.
25, 25. So that was like 25 for what, a 3-piece? Where's the side? Like, is that just for 3 pieces of chicken? I mean, the food gets to get spendy in there. It like I said, it does cost to eat good inside of prison. You cannot eat the finer things in there without, like I said, greasing the wheels. You know what I mean?
Wow, that's crazy that it costs. It almost costs like more in prison than when you're free, kind of seems.
Oh yeah, everything. The only thing that people seem to enjoy more than anything is the tattoo aspect because they feel like out in the streets you spend 3-4 times more for tattoos in there. So that's why a lot of people that don't have tattoos end up having tattoos, you know, while they're in there. But tattooing is dangerous, you know. I mean, it's a lot more dangerous than cooking food in there, that's for sure. So I would rather eat food in there than, you know, really be trusting people tattooing for a lot of reasons, which, you know, I can explain that as well. But it's pretty risky.
Yeah, so I got 2 cash apps that came through. So I'm going to give a shout out to Next Level and Randy for supporting the show and keeping the stove on. They are going to be the sponsors of the show. So I'm going to be updating that soon. And if you want to become the sponsor of the show, you got to send more than $5. But that is absolutely crazy, George. What is the most you have ever paid for a meal in prison?
I would say about $30 though, but you got to understand something, man. They had poker tables that was $20,000 poker pots. You know what I mean? So you know the food, yeah, you got to pay for that, but they had way more money, way more everything going on a whole nother, you know what I mean, scale. So. And again, every prison yard ain't like that. So for me, it was always a blessing to be able to get to a yard that got money because it lets me know that I'm going to have a great experience. Even though I'm locked up, I try to make the best out of it, you know, educating myself, working out, you know, things of that nature. But going on a yard that don't got no money, yeah, it ends up being very miserable. So, you know.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Let's watch this video one more time and let's see if we missed anything.
Hey, look, we got the whole situation.
Telling you coming.
Yeah. Yeah, the real one.
I ain't got my phone. My phone inside. I'm watching him cook some chicken. Matter of fact, don't give her the phone. I need her to do something for me.
Yeah, we ain't playing. Sad.
Just go out there and tell her right quick. Tell her. So I need her to send me $25 somewhere.
I'm trying to tell you, trying to buy one of these places. Yeah, we ain't playing. We having all the spices, all the seasoning. How many more? You did. Everything clean.
You gotta remember now, them ropes don't get hot now. Put all that weight on them. Y'all know.
No.
So, Elevated Mind Healer, do they have cell phones often? I'm glad you mentioned that. That's a very, very interesting discussion there, and I'm gonna try to sum it all up for you, completely around the board. Phones in California were going for $1,000. They had all kinds of phones, watch phones. Like the officer that was bringing those phones in, I'm sure he made a substantial amount of money before he got busted, because one of those dudes on the yard ended up giving up information on him, and they busted him with contraband on his way in one day. But the phones, though, we love them. I mean, there's nothing like sitting on your bunk, you know what I mean, talking to your loved one, your wife, your girl, you know what I mean. You got the R-Dub on, you know what I mean. Sunday night slow jam, yeah, them phones. But if you get caught with a phone, man, they transfer you to another prison. They take your phone privileges for a year. The consequences is pretty detrimental with that phone. You know what I mean? I've been there, and yeah. So, and then another thing, they go through all the numbers in the phone that they find in the phone. They do all kinds of,
Really?
yeah, they do a whole, like, they end up busting other people because, like, let's say I let somebody else use the phone, and they got the phone. So now they're going back through all that, like they going to go get everybody. Like, yeah, it'd be a lot that come behind the phones though.
Wow, I thought they just took the phone and that was it. I didn't know that they like go through the phones,
They do all
be
that.
calling people back.
This the feds we're talking about though. You got to remember,
That's crazy.
talking about the FBI here. So another thing, I gotta say this too. A lot of people don't know this. They have yards that have these satellites that kill cell phone frequency. So they do have federal yards that they can send you to where a cell phone won't even work, no matter if you got it. Because they
Right.
got that thing on that yard that kills frequencies. So, you know, yeah. So you gotta hope that you don't end up somewhere like that. And they got federal prisons all over. They love hiding you. You know what I'm saying? So you'll be old and gray by the time, you know what I mean, your family see you again. You know.
That's true. I remember when I went down to Florida and we passed on. I was like, "Hey, is that prison?" But it was just like in the middle of nowhere, you know. Just
Mhm.
another question. I want to see. I want to ask you if this is true. This is what I heard. Saw alleged for entertainment purposes. I heard that they be throwing phones over the prison walls to get them into the prisons.
Okay.
Can you confirm or deny this rumor?
All right, let's talk about that. First of all, nothing like that would ever happen in none of the prisons that they have ever sent me to, because I've been in maximums and mediums. Okay. That's first and foremost. A lot of that you hear goes on in camps and lows, even having helicopters and planes flying over stuff, dropping stuff out of the air, throwing balls with, they didn't put stuff inside the, like, you know, in the balls over the yard. They have all kinds of ways that they get contraband in. But most commonly in the camps and in the lows, you're able to walk your visitor to their vehicles and stuff like that. You're able to have consensual visits where you can touch them and be alone, and, you know, different things like that. So a lot of that stuff you're talking about happens in the lower security places, not,
Okay.
you know, where they have the big dogs at. You know what I mean?
So would you consider yourself a big dog?
No, I consider myself a poodle
I'm
among
playing with you.
dogs. I was a poodle, like, you know what I mean? I couldn't believe the stuff I seen. You know what I mean? I was around the big dogs, but no, I'm just a regular guy.
They had you with the big dogs, huh?
Yeah, I'm
They were
like,
scared of you.
no, I'm scared of them.
So, if you guys watch season 1, episode 49, George was telling us that he tried to steal or allegedly 20 pounds of sugar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Is that
they,
sound about right? And he would
yeah,
just go on the yard and hustle and get
right.
his money back.
they was calling me duffel bag boy when I got caught with that. I went ahead and took my time and went and did my little 30, 60 days, whatever it was in the hole. And then I was punished not able to work in the kitchen for 6 months. I never wanted to work in the kitchen anyway. It was something I tried. And I wasn't even in there 3 days before I ended up busted, in the hole. So everybody was laughing. They thought that was funny because they knew it's my first time working in the kitchen anyway. I'm only doing it because I want to see what I can get because I want to eat good too, So, I'm like, hey, let me see what's going on around here,
So, you also sent me this video as well.
Let's see. Ah, yeah.
So, can you walk us through what's going on from just this, or you want me to play it a little bit?
Let's play it a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, it appears that they are frying chicken. Some kind of way they have concocted a fire under those stairs. Those stairs are obviously either stainless or aluminum, so it's able to withstand the heat to be able to, and that pan is able to do it. So it looks like a lot more ingenuity again, like at its finest. They're cooking on the stairs.
And that oil definitely looks hot enough. Definitely does. So yeah, it seemed like they're kind of cooking on the stairs, which is crazy. They got the lookouts, everything.
Mm-hmm. And then you got to think they're getting raw chicken. So that lets you know in order for them to get raw chicken, that means it's coming out of the kitchen. And that means somebody is passing something around. Somehow some wheels is getting greased here because, you already know the chicken going to go bad if it's not, stored properly. So.
And it looks like he's flipping that with his hand, or does he have something? Or I think he has
it looks like he has something in his hand that he's
maybe there's like a string attached to, I don't know what that thing is. But it looks really small.
He's just flipping it and flipping it and flipping it.
Oh, it looks like a little like spoon or something. I don't know.
Well, I feel like I don't know. I can't really tell the temperature. I would love to know. How hot that grease really is.
I'll tell you one thing. Yeah, it looks like maybe it's like something that he made.
Because I know when you're making a hamburger, it's 5 minutes on each side. That's if you want it well done. You know what I mean? So for me, like things gotta be, in order for everything to be perfect, it gotta be right. You know what I mean? The grease gotta be heated to the right temperature.
Yeah, I mean the elevated said the creativity is impressive. Yeah, it really is. I never would have thought that they were frying chicken in prison.
I was enjoying them apple pies, them burritos, them nachos, that lo mein, that fried rice. Those were some of my specials. I even had something one time. They used peanut butter and jelly, and I'm like, what the? You know what I mean? Like they like cooked some noodles, and I mean, it was quite the concoction. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so this is the fried chicken, but like George stated, there is a wide menu. There's fried rice, there's burritos, there's a little bit of everything.
They even do seafood nachos. Now, see, I can't. You lose me there. You know, octopus. Like I didn't been on yards where they didn't have, you know, like a lot of this different stuff. Them people eat all of that. I got tricked one time and was eating octopus. You know, they had oysters, and I mean, they putting all this stuff in nachos. So like seafood nacho, you know, and I'm eating it and not thinking nothing of it till they told me what was in it, and I was like, oh, this is the big one. When I started eating octopus, I ain't never had octopus before. Like, hold up. You know what I mean? It's the big one here. So I'm just eating because, you know, somebody just hand me a bowl of food. I ain't really thinking about saying, hey, what's in it, you know?
Yeah, you know, sometimes when you don't know what's in it, I think it makes it easier to eat the food. But sometimes when you hear what's in it, you get like kind of like freaked out a little bit.
I agree. Guess what? I was chomping it down before I knew. No problem. As soon as I knew, I started grabbing. You know, I felt like Sanford and Son here. Like, hold on, this is weighing real heavy here. It's the big one here.
So this is a YouTube channel all about cooking food in prison. Most of the videos that they have on their channel are shot in the mobile video format, and y'all know why. And so this is prison kimchi fried rice. Elevated said Chinese food too. Yes, girl, everything. They got a menu. So I'm gonna play a little bit of this video, and we're gonna see how he makes prison kimchi fried rice.
All right, today we're making kimchi fried rice, prison style. Got a little spam, got a little summer sausage chopped up. It's the brand right here. Nothing special. Prison shit. Hold on. All right, let's get to it, man. I got the water boiling. Put that on the rice. The grill already hot. I just put some olive oil down. Now, that's where the magic happens.
So it looks like he made a flat top out of one of the surfaces in his room and put heat underneath it. So now it's a flat top.
It appears that he's in a state prison, and a lot of that stuff is metal in there. So that's probably the desk. That would probably be the desk that he's able to sit at, and because it's metal, he's able to, you know, turn it into a grill. He basically turned it into a griddle. He created a griddle.
Elevated said 907 goodies. I wouldn't have thought they making all this. Girl, me neither. That's why we had to have George from Real Talk or No Talk come back, and we had to do a part 2. We had to do our Foodie Gang investigative team and really break this down and show y'all what's going on in the world, Foodie Gang. Make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe to both of our YouTube channels. You can support this channel, keep the stove on at $ Chef Big Bang.
So
I also elevated what's making it hot.
I also wanted to say this. Let's say me, you, and Elevated Mind Healer decided that we was gonna eat, you know, fried rice today. So what would happen is, you know, you would bring your rice, you will bring your ingredients, I will bring my ingredients, and then Elevated Mind Healer will bring her ingredients, and then we will figure out who's gonna cook. And then we make sure that we got soy sauce, olive oil, you know, the red spicy stuff like the summer sausages. So like this is how it goes. So unless one person gonna feed everybody one week, the next person feed everybody the next week. They come up with little collective, people that eat together in there. Because again, like I was telling you, a lot of people come together in there. So they don't have no problem with that kind of stuff. Now I also want to say this form of what you see as far as cooking going, it's not always to this extent, because in the feds they give us microwaves. So you're gonna see a lot of people over there working at microwave. Like this, what we're looking at right now, this is a state prison. You know what I mean? So this is the luxury of how they're doing it in one of the state prisons, more than likely in California or wherever they're at. But the microwave, is always going, in federal prison. And these stingers and stuff like this is when they're frying chicken or frying something, you will see that. But the most common thing they're using is the microwave.
And then elevated, I'm not sure what's making it high. See, that's gonna have to be part 3 when we go into the engineering behind.
Mm-hmm.
George, do you know what's making it high?
It's I really can't, I really can't answer that. There could be a multitude of ways that they are able to get some heat to there. So I really can't answer that. You know what I mean? To be 100% honest.
It said we gotta figure that. Yeah, we gotta figure
And
that out.
the feds
I'm
used to
telling
be.
y'all, part 3, there's a lot going on in this whole prison system that I never knew about. Thank you so much, George, Real Talk or No Talk 907, for educating us on all of this. We need to know what's going on out here with the food.
The feds is not nicer either. That's a long time ago. It used to be like that. It's not nice now at all. So stay jail free.
Yes, George, and you definitely seem like you have changed things around, and we're gonna get into that too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna play some more of this video, and we're gonna see how he makes the rice portion of this.
Mm-hmm. Let's get it. Gang, 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 gang.
I'm doing this shit with one hand, so.
Look at all those seasonings.
Magic happens, man.
It don't even look like it's really, but
oh, that's cooking up and hooking up. Let's talk about how I made this kimchi, man. See that right there?
This man got a
I
whole.
ran out. That's just a.
He got a whole shelf over here.
He got a kitchen
right here.
Right.
I take the juices.
Wow.
From these jalapeno peppers. And
Wow.
we get these. We get sliced jalapenos, and
So he picked
yellow chilies.
He used the juice to pickle them.
So what I'll do is I'll open these up and I'll pour all the liquid into one of these jars. You know what I'm saying? So one from the jalapeno and one from the yellow chili. Then I'll add this. I'll add red pepper flakes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll add sriracha.
Yeah,
a lot of sriracha.
Yeah, that's sriracha.
Probably like a quarter bottle of sriracha.
George, what you know about that sriracha?
That will go on our fried rice. I'm talking about they got a couple different bottles of that too. They got like a Chinese version and they got like a Japanese version. One of them is hotter than the other one. So like depending on which one you get, man, that's definitely gonna spice it up.
Elevated said he got a good family putting on his books.
He sure do, because he stocked up. And I think this video was during the time of COVID, because he had mentioned that, you know what I mean, in the video, if I'm not mistaken. So he was definitely prepared.
Yes, and he also had a YouTube channel with over 1 million views. This is his YouTube channel. In the comment section, anytime I use content from another creator, definitely want to give back to that content creator. I think that this is this is smart. If you're already in jail, you
Right.
should do this.
And he had 2 phones, didn't he? He had 2 cell phones, right? But yeah,
I think so.
he
I
was
mean,
making a call on one and video on the other one, like
yes. But like you said, George, not every jail is like this. So you guys don't see these videos and think you want to go there. It's going to be fun. It's not.
it sure isn't.
And if you watch part 1, George told his story of, the riots and all of that. So there are things that happen in there that are not so great. So y'all try to stay out of trouble, stay in school, learn how to cook, subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
So let me go ahead and play this video.
And just to be fancy, I'll add a little fried garlic. But you don't really need that. I just did that just for the fuck of it. And as we get trays, they give us size of cabbage probably almost every day. Probably 5 days out the week they give us cabbage. So yeah, I'll just stuff it. I'll just start filling that motherfucker up. I'll fill it, and I'll always flip the bottle upside down. And as it's getting full, flip the bottle upside down so everything gets fully saturated and pickled. You know what I'm saying? And that's it.
So what he's doing is that he's making his own kimchi. And all kimchi is fermented cabbage. And this is why it's so important for you guys to subscribe to 907 Goodies and like this video. Because if you learn what food really is and what it does, you'll learn how to create new foods by just having the knowledge of what each ingredient does.
Absolutely.
I thought that was a cool fact.
That's prison kimchi right there. It's not the real thing, but it's as close as it gets in here. Let this shit fry up. Let this motherfucker fry up. You know what I mean? Let this shit do what it do. Let the spam do what it do. You know what I mean? I guess I could add some kimchi to the center right now. I'm gonna add some kimchi to the middle of it, man.
For all I know, he could have created a torch.
Real quick.
Have like a torch up here.
So,
Did y'all see that when he turned the camera a little bit? He had like a computer in there. This man was living it up in prison. Or I don't even think he might be in state, like you said.
Yeah, that's state. When you see blues, that's state. Only thing you're gonna see in feds is khakis and jogging suits.
Yeah, he was comfortable. He was probably the big dog.
Mhm.
Randy said, "Can she get some shrimp and crab?" I don't know about that. I don't know.
Nah, I mean, if you paying them guards to bring it in, like if you paying like UA, you can have whatever you like. You can have it. Yeah, what do you mean? How you think those phones and all that stuff was coming in? They were brokering deals. But again, it's just a matter of time, them people telling in there to get out. So like it's bad. It's bad in there on all that. You can't deal with everybody. You can only deal with selected people.
Yeah. Well, let me get back into the video. I want to see the rice part.
Okay.
Kimchi out the jar, you always use a clean spoon.
Mhm.
If you don't use a clean spoon, your shit's gonna spoil.
Contaminated.
He probably was a chef on the outside.
He looks Asian, so he probably been making this kind of stuff his whole life.
What we got here, CMC. It's a lot of kimchi right there. A lot of that shit, man. I ain't playing around. You want? I mean, it's kimchi fried rice. A whole lot of kimchi. You know what I'm saying? Let that fry up a little, man. Do what it do, man. Soak up some of that oil from the sausage and the spam. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm gonna hit it with a little razzle dazzle around this motherfucker, man. A little garlic, a little fried garlic. Sprinkle that on top of there. You know what I mean? Kick it up a notch. Or add a little fried onion on that bitch. Kick it up a notch. You know what I mean? What else? And I'm gonna add a little more red pepper on that bitch. I like my spicy. You don't gotta add this if you don't want to. You know what I'm saying? But I figure if you're eating kimchi fried rice, you like spicy shit. Alright. Alright, let that do what it do. Water boiling. That's ready to go. Hold on. I need 2 hands for that.
So as y'all can see, he has boiling water for the rice. And then he had seasonings on the top shelf. So he had a little setup in here. Like he not worried about nothing.
At all.
He ain't worried about nothing.
Nah, that's all good, man. That's my boy Ace right there. That's my brother, actually. All right. That'll do it. Let that blow up. Let that blow up. Man, that's that pre-cooked rice. This is the rice you get in prison, man. Let me show y'all the rice.
Wow.
Ready in 5 minutes, pre-cooked.
All right.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna let this do what it do. We're gonna let this do what it do. And this spoon is plastic, but it's damn near like a same made of the same material as spatula. But this is the one I usually get to cook with. I already grinded the edges down and shit. It's the one I cook with usually. So while that's motherfucking cooking. Yeah, that shit smells good already. Good already.
So yeah, so that's pretty much it. So George, let me ask you, are you eating that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I might come back
It
for
was
second.
kind of good.
Yeah, it did look good. It looked pretty yummy.
it was definitely looking pretty good.
We gonna have to check out some of his other stuff because I'm pretty sure you probably got some other good recipes showing us how he put his chefing skills down, huh?
Yes. And then Elevated touched on it before about the commissary, and you also mentioned it as well. And so I have a video talking about commissary,
Hmm.
and so let me get that set up. But you can go ahead and oh, here we go.
And I also spoke about how they get rice out of the kitchen because rice and beans and all of that stuff they be serving with the meals, dinner and all of that kind of stuff. So some people can buy the rice from commissary, other people steal the rice out of the kitchen every day. So
And I don't know. Are you glad to be free? And how much would you have to? How much would someone have to pay you to go back to prison?
mm, there is no going back. Most people that are intelligent and go, they don't want to be back under those circumstances again. Especially after what I've been through. My experiences wasn't like regular people experiences. I was in a riot. I transferred around. I walked 6 yards in federal prison. That right there is something that most people would it make your spider senses go off when somebody hear how many yards I've been on, and there's only really one of three reasons why a person would travel around that much, and one of them being that person is a problem. The other thing being that person is a snitch, and they're not able to go on all these different places, but we know that's not the case for me. So, I'm just glad that I'm done with all of that because the people will ride you around. They'll keep moving you and shipping you. And, yeah, it's quite the experience. And they got planes, they got buses, they got holdovers, they got private prisons they contract with. I mean, back then they were doing diesel therapy, which was what they were doing, like moving you around a lot so your family can't see you, so you can't get no mail. You can't really go to commissary because you're not gonna be there that long. You spend a night over here, 2 nights over there, 3 nights here. You know what I mean? So it was kind of crazy.
Next level said prison is not a field trip. I agree with that. And sometimes when we see these videos, people are cooking, we can start thinking, oh, it's fun in there. And that's why I wanted to make sure that I mentioned this is not every prison. Every prison doesn't have food. And like George already said, it is not fun and you don't want to find yourself in prison.
Right. So don't let these videos of these people have you thinking that they're living their best life. You can never live your best life if you're in jail. I don't care if you getting Domino's pizza, catered to you. I mean, losing your freedom is there's no food in there that's gonna make you be able to accept that or adjust to that though. But you find yourself under those circumstances, you just educate yourself, work out, do what you gotta do, get out of there and move on with your life. To the people that ain't never been to jail, trust me, you don't want to go to jail. You know what I mean? You're fortunate, you're blessed. Let's keep it that way. You know what I mean? So that's my advice.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you're here and that you came up on the channel to share that message with people because there's a lot of people not thinking about the future. And it is important. It's something that we do got to think about. Our choices today will affect a year or 2 years, or you know what I'm saying? Like, it does matter.
Mm-hmm. And Randy said people take freedom for granted. Yes, we do at times. I did at one point in time, so I can agree to that. We take a lot of things for granted. The air we breathe every day, we take for granted. I realized that when I got stabbed up and I couldn't breathe no more, and they had to fly me in a helicopter to the hospital. As I started to try to blow my lungs back up and figure out how to breathe again, it made me value every breath. You know what I mean? Even more after that, because I realized something so simple, you know, could be very well taken for granted.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. Blaze said, "Peace in abundance, 907, Chef Big Bang, mods in the chat. Hope all is well tonight. What y'all got cooking over here?" Well, we got a lot of things. We got prison kimchi fried rice, prison fried chicken.
Definitely gonna value life. Most definitely.
Yes.
I learned to value
Elevated.
time a lot more.
Yes, Elevated Mind Healer said this. Yes, this video is a reminder to value life. It definitely is. And every meal that you do eat, you need to appreciate that food because, like with the food case studies, where we go and we take a deep dive into where that food comes from. Every food has to come from somewhere. All food has to be cooked. So there's a story behind the food and the person.
Hmm.
And we take, like Randy said, we take things for granted.
Hmm. You never miss a good thing till it's gone, huh?
Yes, Blaze said prison fried chicken. Yes, Blaze. You're gonna have to rewind this video back to the beginning, and we showed y'all how they were cooking food in prison or cooking fried chicken. My mind is blown too.
Hey, I still gotta make. I'm still gonna make a nacho for you guys, prison style. I'm gonna show you guys, you know what I mean, the best way I can. How I'm gonna try to get the same stuff, the little honey there, the little chili in the pack, the summer sausage. We're gonna try to replicate this as much as possible.
Randy said, "My heart breaks for the innocent people locked up." Yes, very, very true.
Doritos, yeah, most definitely.
Yes, and so okay, so we touched on it before because we saw the prison kimchi fried rice, and we're like, where are they getting all this food from? It's coming from the commissary. And so in this video is going to show you what you can get from the commissary. Blaze said, "I made it this far without going to prison. That will continue." Amen.
Tell Blaze he's extremely blessed. We want to stay that way.
Yes, amen, amen. We all got to stay up out of prison. The only prison that we should be watching is when we come to 907 Good Eats and we watching these interviews, part 1 and part 2. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to play the video and we're going to see what's going on with the commissary in prison.
Now this is what. Okay. Now this is what $200 worth of commissary looks like, or 275 cents to be exact. And the reason I'm showing y'all this is because this is pretty much the healthiest way you could go with $200.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for me it is. So I didn't get no chips, no honey buns, no Pop Tarts. You know what I mean? The usual crap that I get, I cut all that out because I am trying to trim down. It's August. It's my birthday month. And yeah, I'm trying to get right, man. I've been kind of just eating whatever I want for the last couple of years, and it's time for me to cut back on all the bullshit. So this is basically all the bullshit I got. This is the bullshit. So usually I get 10.
Hold on.
So that is what $200 in commissary looks like.
I'm still blown away at the part of what he said. I've been eating on this stuff for a couple years. Like he said that like it was, you know what I mean? You know, I know he's in his mind, he used to that and everything like it's normal though. But man, I couldn't imagine eating on that stuff right there for 2 years. But yeah, he's definitely, you know, eating healthy now according to the video. You know what I mean? No Pop-Tarts. You know, strictly, you know, the things that he need to be eating.
Yeah. I mean, it's you gotta think like when you get out of prison, like you're probably gonna have some health issues just because of the type of food that you've been eating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
Well,
stuff.
Blaze said, hey, what can I say? I was in the neighborhood, figured I'd stop by. Well, thank you so much, Blaze, for stopping by. 907 Good Eats, seeing what the Foodie Gang is up to. Yes, Elevated, it was rice. All those bags of rice are rice.
You know why you see a lot of bags of rice? Because the only other two options are the pasta noodles, and then you have like the top ramen or the ramen noodles. And a lot of people don't mess with those noodles, so they'll pick the rice over those noodles all day.
And another thing I want to say is that he was Asian, and y'all know that Asians like rice.
Right. The pasta is for like, you know, like I said, they'll make them lo mein bowls and them pasta dishes for like special occasions or, you know, somebody wanted though. It's like a luxury.
Yeah, and thank you, Brina, for stopping by. You know, make sure y'all hit the like button on your way in. But yeah, you know, he used to eating a lot of rice. They actually prefer to eat rice.
Mm-hmm.
But that's crazy. Okay, so the next part of the video is he's gonna show us some of his seasonings that he uses to cook. And this is also the same dude that made the prison kimchi fried rice. And I dropped his YouTube channel link in the chat. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to his channel.
In the California prison. You always gotta get these. This right here, the garlic powder and minced onion.
Okay, this is how I know he's a chef, because if you are anybody that cooks, you know about the garlic powder and the onion powder. I'm telling you, those are the best things. Y'all got to go ahead and get some for yourselves in your own kitchen. Hey, Ashton, we saw you. So, yeah, Ashton said, I ain't buying nothing but brownies and Cheetos in jail. That's my favorite snack in that MF. Dang, Ashton, you been to jail?
Yeah, but you got to work out if you're going to eat that kind of stuff because you'll come out of there, you know what I'm saying, gaining weight for the people that don't work out in there every day.
And I'm glad you mentioned that, because I do want to do an episode in the future where we talk about, you know, fitness and food and, you know, the prison workout. Because one thing I will say is dudes that be in prison be in shape. So if you can show us what they do and help us out, the Foodie Gang would really appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. Gang.
Ashton said, I was slim when I got it. I'll send it to you now. Why were you slim? Because you was only eating Cheetos? Let me play a little bit more of this video and see what else he got to say.
It's like when you cook, this is like mandatory. You basically put this on everything when you cook. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's it, man. A little laundry detergent. I didn't realize I already had like 3 bags still. Hold on. Actually, no, I did right. That's 1 bag. Yeah, that's 1 bag. So no, I did right. You know. Only thing I'm missing is my sriracha, really. That's the only thing they screwed me out of a couple stuff, but
So he done got bougie with it. He talking about he don't got his certain items and all that. He bougie with it.
and he said he been eating it for the last 2 years. So he's definitely had a substantial amount of revenue sent to his account.
Wow. So yeah, y'all go ahead and subscribe to his YouTube channel. I dropped in the link. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. He got over 1 million channel views. That's crazy. But people like the Foodie Gang. We want to know, the backstory.
Hey, elevated mind healer. I'm gonna tell you something. You may not believe this. Just because yard time don't open up, that don't mean nothing. Let me tell you something. Those guys are on sync. They wake up. They do a call that wakes everybody up. Like, they got some type of call signal they do. They wake everybody up, and they all work out in sync at the same time, even though they're not on the yard. I know this sounds crazy, but I'm telling you that it's mandatory for them dudes be working out at the same time, making their noise, and you know what I mean, doing their thing. So you don't got to be outside on the yard. You just got to, you got to do it. It's mandatory every day. Okay,
so I've seen videos where people were like working out in their rooms.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, so let's say wake up time is 7 o'clock. They got a call they do that wake up all of them they screaming out of the door to wake everybody up that's on count or a part of whatever they got going on. Okay, that's for starters. And then workout time might be whatever. They're all working out at the same time. Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of weird, but they making their little noises and they sounds, but they doing their thing.
Were you involved in the whole synchronization?
No, because a lot of that is different when it comes to us. A lot of that is the essays, man, and how they get down in Mexico, how structured they are, and all of that. That's them with that. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, that's them. That's on point with all that. They don't play.
Ooh, that's a lot going on up in there. Let's see what the chat's saying. Elevator said that's sriracha hit on rice. I don't really like spicy food, but when I worked in the kitchen, sriracha was a big thing that we always had to have for the customers.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Yes, and if you guys have YouTube channels, feel free to go ahead and drop the links in the chat. And Next Level went live for the first time the other day, so we definitely want to give you a shout out. And he did a good job. He's been going up on all these shows and really watching and learning, which is what we all are supposed to be doing. Lay said, which one of y'all shorted him on that sriracha sauce?
That's the commissary.
It was him.
It's the commissary people. Sometimes they mess your order up or they don't give you stuff and you don't realize it until it's too late. If you catch it right then and there, they'll fix it. But once you walk away, they won't fix it. But how you gonna you got $200 worth of food. How you gonna go through all that fast? Like they something else with all of that though. You know what I mean?
He might be selling plates.
Nah, he was too busy making sure he was eating correctly. You know what I mean?
But I mean, either way it go, he's smart. If he is selling plates and doing the YouTube at the same time, like he was a hustler.
that YouTube for him was a way for people to see what he got going on and how he's living in there and how he cooking and all of that. That was that YouTube situation was a personal thing for him. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm just saying, you know what I mean? He didn't have to do it. It was him able to do what he's doing. That's why I was telling you that was smart that he chose to do it on YouTube. Because if he was like on Facebook or Instagram,
oh yeah, they watching that.
They would have got him already. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's kind of smart.
Okay, so Ashton said in regards to him being slim when he got out, he said 3 days of not eating because you think you finna get out of jail. Then once you see you in that MF, them sit-ups be hitting. So he thought he was gonna get out of jail, so he went on a hunger strike.
Right. I didn't say, but you know what? It's funny you mentioned that. Let me tell you something about that and how that works. In them places where I've been at, if the whole jail is doing a hunger strike, what the people do is they go door to door, try to get people to eat. If you take that food while everybody's on hunger strike, guess what? They're gonna make an example out of you. So,
are you kidding me, man? That's just beat you over any little thing.
Yeah, serious. You better not. Hey, look, everybody be at the door, eyes like this, waiting to see who's gonna take it. You better not take it. Okay, you better. I don't care if you eating because you know they get tired of eating bologna sandwiches every day and all that. You better keep eating them. You know what I mean?
Okay, so if they're all on the hunger strike and one guy takes the food, they're gonna beat him up.
They're gonna stab him, beat him. They're gonna make an example out of
Why?
it. Because you got to think. Listen, people have to come together collectively to make change for everybody. So when they're standing up, everybody's standing up for the change that's gonna benefit everybody. That's why I said they got to stick together in there. They have to. You know what I'm saying? Like it can't be one person. You know what I mean? You know, so everybody,
to beat somebody up and
yep. Nobody eat when it's a hunger strike. Nobody. You know, they be trying to get you to eat. You know what I mean?
I'm about to eat. I don't care.
Right. For real.
Blaze said, you don't like spicy food for real? No, I really don't. What's the spiciest food you might prepare then? Okay, so even though I don't eat like certain foods, when I worked in the kitchen, I still had to cook those foods. But I would say curry is the spiciest thing I've ever made. So like, even though I don't like spicy food, I don't like olives, I still know how to cook them because I worked in the kitchen. And so everything you cook when you're in the curry setting, you don't necessarily like.
Yeah, I mess with curry chicken now.
But man, I have to take that food. Y'all ain't finna beat me down.
Yeah, you ain't gonna take it. Trust me.
Next level said, thanks, Brina. I really tried to have deep conversations. Yes, and you did a good job. Next level, keep going, keep grinding. Mm-hmm. Elevated said, that's why I love Mexican food. The spicier, the better. You know who has spicy food? The Indian food's always spicy. You got to tell them, do not make my food spicy.
Yeah, they do. They do get pretty spicy.
3 days of fasting is good, though. Rena said, yes, Mexican food, Caribbean food. Yes, Caribbean food is spicy. If I'm not wiping nose and they hitting. See, that's the one thing I like about spicy food. It's like you make your eyes water, you start sneezing, you start coughing.
That's clearing your sinuses.
all that.
That's clearing your sinuses. That's getting all the stuff out of you that need to come out of you. That's supposed to happen.
No, I don't. If I'm eating something, I don't want to be going through all that. Like, I don't think I should be like about to, you know what I'm saying, pass out. I don't like that.
Okay.
She's 907 kids. I need some spicy recipes. All right. I can cook spicy food because I worked in the kitchen before, and I'm used to eating or cooking things I don't like. But I just take my little tester and that's it. I'm not gonna eat it. Blaze said, so does that mean no hot wings? Okay. Buffalo wings are the one exception to the rule. Now, I've had some buffalo wings that are like way too spicy. I don't like that. Randy said, Blaze, I want to cry when I eat my wings.
They must be pretty fire, huh?
Yeah, you on fire, literally.
Fire.
Don't forget the acid reflux pills. See, yeah, if I gotta take pills, I'm gonna be crying and sneezing. That's not enjoyable to me.
That's why I keep the the Rolaids. Yep, you gotta have them.
What's that?
What you take to fight the acid, that exactly what you need for spicy stuff.
That's crazy. That is,
you know,
crazy.
Spicy stuff will mess up your digestive system. It can cause you to have an ulcer in your stomach, all kinds of different things. Some people need antacids, which is what Rolaids and Tums are, to help them when they're digesting spicy stuff, red stuff, different things that their stomach have a problem processing already. And then some people are intelligent enough to know that they need that to help cope the stomach, so they're not putting a whole lot of strain on their stomach with trying to, process that. So, I'm just being honest about that.
Yeah, make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can support this channel and keep the stove on and money sign Chef Big Bang. So I knew this woman who used to juice, and she was an older woman, and she would put cayenne pepper in her juice. So when she would juice, she would do like citrus, like limes, oranges, lemon, and then put cayenne pepper in it. And she was telling me that spicy food is good for you, and most cultures that consume spicy food on a regular basis live longer, allegedly.
Okay, well, I got another one. I got an alleged one then. Allegedly, if you eat less, your organs don't have to work as hard. So allegedly, it's supposed to help you live longer. So like people that eat once a day, their digestive system isn't working hard to digest all of this undigested beef and all this other crap that we consume, probably, you know what I mean? So I don't know, but that's allegedly though. I don't know how it feels to only eat once a day. Like, we probably need to be eating at least 3 times a day.
We're gonna have to do, a deep dive into, is spicy food good for you or not? Should you be eating spicy food or what? Elevated said, I love juicing. Cayenne pepper is great for circulation and heart. That's what I've heard, and that she was telling me that. And I tried it. At first, my nose was like running, and then I kind of got used to it. But she put a lot of cayenne pepper in hers and only put a little bit in mine.
People use cayenne pepper to lose weight because they got liquid diets and all these different kind of diets. I watched people do it when I was inside too, to try to drop weight suddenly. I don't remember all of the recipe and all that because I never was about to do it, but I did see people doing all of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So Blaze said that he likes all flats, and then Rena said, I don't trust people who order all flats.
Me either. Don't trust them.
Why? I've never heard that before.
I don't. I prefer the opposite of flats. So that's me though. You know what I mean?
So you prefer drumsticks?
I do. That's correct. And I also prefer white meat. I like breast and wings.
So why can we not trust people who order off flats? Brina, I need you to answer me in the comment section. I've never heard this before.
Right.
We order off flats in my house. You know what? Okay, so when I was in the kitchen and stuff, I never until I worked in the kitchen, I never realized people have a preference on flats or drumsticks. But now I'm like, it was so weird to me because I just always ate both. I never like was doing all this. Like, it has to be flats. It has to be like, to me, chicken is chicken.
I mean, I eat both, but when you talk about preference, what I prefer, yes, drumstick me, please.
You know what's funny? Blaze said people who order drumsticks are haters.
That's a good one, Blaze. I like that one. That's a good comeback.
Randy said she paid $2 extra for all flats, but y'all, what do y'all think about the price of chicken right now? Man, I'm about to become a vegetarian.
Right.
Especially when you go order chicken, you barely get any meat.
You missed the story of the guy that went to KFC and he believes that he took a bite out of a deep fried rat. It had a tail on it, and he's supposed to be suing KFC right now. You know,
Well, we're gonna have to break that down. Food Game investigative team.
Yeah.
But that's see, people be reaching these days.
It looked like a rat. He said that he went back to the store and the store owner agreed with him, but he didn't give it to them so they could test it. But he did lawyer up and say that he's suing them because the store manager said that that's a rat. You know what I mean? So I mean, I don't know. We don't know if it's chicken or if it's a rat for real. But it's definitely a real story.
That is absolutely crazy. And to even fry a rat, I mean, throw the whole restaurant away.
KFC is denying the allegations because they took some pictures.
They are.
They took some pictures of the pictures that he put up, and they said clearly this is white meat right here. So you know, KFC denying it, but he's saying that it's a rat and he still has it. So it needs to be tested to confirm or not. You know, if it's an actual rat or not.
I feel like with a lawsuit like that, there needs to be scientific proof that it is a rat or it is chicken. Like, you can't just come out here and saying something like that. And honestly, they've already started the slander campaign when they went online. Elevated Mind Who says, see, that's why I eat Popeyes, girl. You heard about Popeyes?
Popeye's my favorite too. Give me that 3-piece with a biscuit.
But Popeyes has been at the center of a lot of controversy. Did I say that word right? I'm talking about roaches, rats. I don't know, Elevated. I don't know about Popeyes. So it's a lot going down. Who was working there? Beavis and Butthead? Apparently. But they fried a rat? Like,
allegedly.
You're drunk. Do you have to be as an employee to drop a fried rat or rat in the fryer after you batter it?
They can. But see, we don't know if the rat came in like that. Like this is still an ongoing investigation and a developing story, which they can follow. Is Real Talk or No Talk on TikTok, and we can get to the bottom of that because that's where I posted the story at. So
yeah, y'all go follow Real Talk or No Talk 907 on TikTok, and we are gonna have to do a live stream about this. and bring you up on the panel and let you tell us this crazy story, because that's insane.
It's all allegedly though. Let's stall KFC out because it hasn't been proven yet that KFC actually is guilty of what this person is alleging. It's all allegedly.
Yeah, it's all alleged for entertainment purposes. I already read the disclaimer off earlier in the show. Blaze said he subscribed. Thank you so much, Blaze. We really appreciate that.
Thank you, Blaze. Appreciate you.
Okay. Brittany says she subscribed as well. Okay. I know we got carried away, but I got one more video. And George, I know you got a busy day ahead of you. So we got one more video, and then we gonna get you up out of here soon. Okay?
Oh no, take your time.
Y'all is funny though. You say you don't trust people that eat flats, people that eat drumsticks are haters.
I want to tell Blaze that he's right about Church's chicken biscuits being better, but I ain't had no Church's chicken in so long. I haven't seen a Church's chicken in God knows how long, but I rock with Church's chicken, man.
I've never had Church's chicken, but I've heard a lot about it. Mm-hmm. And the things I've heard about it have been good.
They're really good.
And so we saw the prison fried kimchi rice. We saw the fried chicken. And this is going to be fish and chicken nachos, which George talked about earlier, about how they be making nachos. So let's go ahead and get into the video.
How y'all doing, everybody? Welcome back to Major Life Kitchen. As y'all know, we still on lockdown, and me and my Shelly do not eat none of the bull crap that comes through the slap. Now, today we decided that we was going to make a cold nacho. Let me show you what a cold nacho consists of. Honey, Italian seasoning, Parmesan cheese. We have the jalapeno peppers, diced pickle, zesty garlic pickle, mozzarella cheese, honey glazed turkey log, your mackerel, which is the fish, spicy jalapeno cheese, salsa, and last but not least, tortilla chips. Now, we all know the first thing you do is what? Wash your hands. So we're going to go over here. Wash my hands for y'all. It don't take too long. Gotta get the germs, man. Germs everywhere.
You know what? This is one thing I would say is in all these videos, this is the first inmate that we heard even touch on sanitation. And I'm proud of him for that.
Everywhere. Germs are in the air. How y'all doing though? Y'all all right? I appreciate y'all supporting me and coming back. You know what I'm saying? It's the only way right here, y'all. Now, first, tortilla chips. It's easy, real fast, about 5 minutes. You know how to do this real fast. Everything is already prepped and cut. Everything is already prepped and cut. And all we're going to do a one layer because you can do 1, 2, or 3 layers, all right? But this is a nacho. You can do this at home if you want to. At home, you can put shrimp, chicken, whatever you want to do, but I'm just giving y'all the basics. This is live, but that's how we do it. All right? How y'all doing today? Everybody good? How everybody feeling? Did y'all have a great day at work today?
Blaze said, pardon me, stop the show. We need 10-piece legs and thighs and 6 honey battered biscuits stat. He talking about how I never had turkey chicken before.
It's a lifestyle. I hope y'all know that this is a lifestyle. Now, this is how I do it though. Sometimes, if you don't want it dry, you put cheese on the chips first. Because when you dig in and eat it, you want to be able to taste all the ingredients that you have added to the nacho. So, I'm going to add a little cheese first. See, it's thick. So when it's thick, this is what you do when it's thick. You add a little water. I already put pickle juice in there to give it a little zesty taste. You add a little bit of water and you shake it up. Shake it up a little bit. That's how you do that. Now, you go and take a little bit of honey, because like I said, you want to be able to taste all your ingredients. I had a special guest today, everybody, but, you know, his flight was delayed due to the weather, so we'll catch him next time. Now we're going to add the mackerel. This is mackerel and brine. You have mackerel and brine, and you have mackerel and oil. See, we want to use the mackerel and brine. There's nothing but water for real. That's all it is. 1 mackerel per tray. It's coming along real fast. 5 minutes, y'all. 5 minutes. That's all we need. 5 minutes. It's a lifestyle. This is a lifestyle.
I just want to say that he is actually doing a good job. Like, it looks like he's had a cooking show before or something. And that's how my setup looks when I do my prep.
You know, he's actually the most professional one that we've watched thus far, as far as his professionalism. You know what I mean? How clean he is. You know, his delivery.
Yeah. He's even making small talk, but that is his YouTube channel, pinned in the chat. So you guys make sure y'all go subscribe to his YouTube channel. He don't know me, but you can tell him, yeah, Chef Big Bank sent you. But he even has a towel over his shoulder. He's making small talk. He got his prep all out. Like, this brother has most likely worked in the kitchen before.
I would like to think so.
I do. I definitely think so. And
or he could. He could
currently.
Yeah, he could have currently had a job in there, in the kitchen. Huh? I said he could have been working in the kitchen in there already, in there.
Yeah, probably, but he definitely has like some experience, and I don't know if he's still incarcerated, but even when he gets out, he should, get serious about this.
I'm gonna make one, man, so we can see. It's gonna be really nice. It won't be cold though. I'm using summer sausage on mine.
Okay, so that's gonna be part 3. You gonna whip something up for us? What you gonna make for us? What you gonna make for food?
We're gonna make us a chili nacho with cheese, kind of the same stuff that you see going on, jalapenos, summer sausage, honey, all the same. We're gonna emulate the same thing that's going on.
Okay. You gonna wash your hands?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You want me to have a towel on my shoulder too?
It's up to you. It's your video.
Okay.
But let's get back into the video. Let's see what the finished product gonna be like.
It's a healthy meal. The only thing that's not healthy is the turkey log because it's processed. That's it. Turkey log. Now we're gonna add the honey glazed turkey log. 5 minutes. That's it. We ready to eat. We not playing no games in here. We don't want no trays. We just do all the trays in the trash. The cameraman doing a great job, ain't he? To all my fans, supporters, and family, I miss y'all. Support me when I get out there. I found another way. You found a lucky way out. Go support my man Lucky, man. Go support A-Rod. Support my artist DNA. You know what I'm saying? Show them dudes some love. Support my man from Flip, Michigan, too. He got an album coming out, man. Soldier Jam. 100 proof. Support all the good men. Support all the black-owned businesses upcoming. You know, help the people out. They gonna come get me soon. I hollered at Kim K. I hollered at T.I. And I hollered at, who was I hollered at? Nick Cannon. Yeah, Nick Cannon. They gonna come get me soon, y'all. Just gotta be patient, man. Allah has been blessing me. Allah has been blessing all of you guys out there in society. Everything's gonna be all right. As long as we continue thinking positive and, you know, just having that positive mind frame, that rational mind frame, everything gonna be okay, y'all. I'm telling you. Now, next, pickle. This is the zesty garlic pickle. I had the hot pickle, but you don't want to have everything spicy because guess what? When it's spicy, it overrides everything. You're not gonna taste none of the ingredients. Not gonna taste none of the ingredients. 5 minutes tops. Where we at?
6:30.
We a little over 5 minutes, but hey, it's okay because we found the lucky way out. Food, clothes, shelter. Next, mozzarella cheese. See how it's coming along, y'all? Y'all can make this for the kids. It's good for the kids. It's like a snack for the kids. As long as you put enough honey in it for, because you know the kids like sweet stuff. I like a lot of honey too, though. I'm a 90s baby. Sugar baby. Y'all see that? My Sally like jalapenos. I don't want no jalapenos. I don't want that, but I'm gonna put a couple of jalapenos, real jalapenos. Put a couple of jalapenos on my Sally nacho. Not too many. Just a little bit. Next, wipe my hands a little bit. Next, I'm going to add the salsa. It's coming along, ain't it, y'all? Look good, don't it? Next, ranch.
Ranch.
Okay, he putting a little bit of everything on them nachos. Have y'all ever gone somewhere and the person that was gonna serve you didn't have a shirt on? Have you, George?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so when I lived in Portland, right? You know how we have a lot of food carts? Well, there was a lot of food carts in Portland. So they had this food cart where it was like they were serving donuts, right? I was like, ooh, this sounds good. Let me go up here. Let me put my order in. Let me see. Right? So this white dude comes to the window with no shirt on. And he did not look like this guy looks. He wasn't like fat or anything, but he just had like a regular stomach. And I was like, ugh. Because I don't like when people are serving my food and they don't have clothes on. I really don't like it. But I still got the donuts. I still ate them, but I never went back. Because I just feel like it's just nasty. And like I don't even like going to those like bikini stands where they be serving your coffee. I don't like that.
Yeah, they be pretty pretty much with no clothes on.
Yeah, you know, like, I don't like that. It feels very germy to me. Um Elevated said, did he have hair? He had hair. He had hair on top of his head. It was like a short, kind of like a fade. He didn't have chest hair. If he had chest hair, I would not have gotten any food from there. But I just never went back. Am I freezing up to you guys?
You're fine now.
Okay, I'm good. Okay. But let's play the rest of the video. Let's see. But I have to say, I don't like when people serve my food and they don't have clothes on. I don't like it. I think it's very germy and it's not cool with me.
Mm-hmm.
Look good, don't it, y'all? And it's good. Y'all can make one of these. Make it right at home. Easy. I said 5 minutes, but it's 10 minutes. 10 minutes tops. Y'all can take 10 minutes out of y'all life to watch me, you know, make this food in jail and you know, just do something different, man. The streets is over with, man. We gotta have fun. We gotta enjoy life while we can. Next, cheese. More cheese on the top. Remember, I told y'all we want to be able to taste everything. We don't want it to be dry, but we don't want it to be too wet. Look good, don't it, y'all? Huh? Boom. Little Italian seasoning. A little more honey. Last but not least, Parmesan cheese. And that's it today, folks. I really appreciate y'all coming again today at Major Life Kitchen. I'm going to see y'all real soon. Maybe next week or maybe the week after that. But next week or the week after that, we're going to have a special guest. I don't know who it is yet, but they're going to call me and they're going to walk up in this room.
So are y'all eating these nachos? They was looking kind of good.
We definitely gonna eat them.
Them?
I would eat
I
them.
made them nachos in prison.
I can eat them. Speaking of all of that, it got me thinking about the 15-minute meals. I wonder how many recipes we can come up with where we can give them 15-minute meals. Because he was alleged.
15 meals is a great idea.
He was alleging that this was 6 minutes to do this right here, but you know, I imagine, you know, this stuff came out of the pack and stuff like that. So I imagine this could be done in probably 6 minutes, this particular meal here.
Yes, definitely. And you got to think, like, if he wasn't talking and stuff. Randy said, is someone yelling in his background? Well, he is locked up.
Mm-hmm.
So he got a lot going on. So yeah, you know, y'all, that's is he out of prison? We are gonna have to do some investigating. You know, we got the Foodie Gang investigative team. We're gonna have to investigate and look. He does have a YouTube channel. Make sure that you guys go subscribe to it. And maybe one day we can get him on 907 Goodies. Elevated Maya said they look good, no ranch though.
Yeah, we ain't putting no ranch on my nacho. I can't. You can hold the ranch. That's a little too much.
Okay, so I've never had ranch and I've never had honey. This is how I feel about food. The first time you eat it, you have to eat it the way the chef prepared it so that you can really tell if you like it or not. And then after that, you can do your substitutions and whatnot.
Okay.
Then he said, Blaze, I'm calling the health department and report you gave me a sweet, is that a rat? A sweet rat. Everybody said, hope they were okay in the background. Randy said he needs his own restaurant. I know. I'm gonna go on his YouTube channel and I'm gonna go look through, and I want to see if he's out. Like, I want to see what's going on with it. Elevator said I don't like ranch on anything.
For real. Like I try to keep ranch away as much as possible.
Y'all, I ain't gonna lie, I like ranch.
Of course you do. You like blue cheese too?
No, not really.
Yucky.
Yeah, you're gonna try to talk about me, huh? Okay, y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. As always, you can support this channel and keep the stove on at Money Sign Chef Big Bank. The sponsor of today's show is going to be Next Level and Randy with the $5. Randy said those plates are full. Yes, them nachos was looking good. They was looking good.
Now I could eat a nacho with mackerel on it because I do eat mackerel, like how they got that in the pack. I could do that. You know what I mean? But I can't go no further than that. I can't do oysters and you know, and clams and you know what I mean, and all of that. I can't do that.
Randy said I like them on my wings, blue cheese. I used to have this friend which she would eat, I think it was oysters, hot sauce, and Ritz crackers.
Oh my God.
You said what?
I said, oh my God, already. Just too much going on.
Ghetto. I'm kind of scared to try those little seafood in the can. I don't really like, I don't be eating sardines and mackerel. Like, I don't like stuff like that. I don't like oysters.
That stuff sounds like what you said sounded like somebody was pregnant. Like that sounded like somebody pregnant eating. What did you say it was again?
She would eat oysters, the ones that you get out of the little jar in the grocery store, hot sauce, and Ritz crackers. And y'all, she would swear by it. That was her little snack right there.
Wow. That still sounds like some pregnant food, though.
I don't know, but you do be having some weird cravings when you get pregnant, though. I used to
like pickles with the mayonnaise.
Oh, man, I was just about to talk about them pickles. I used to love pickles when I was pregnant. And then this is what happened, y'all. I threw up one time, and I threw up pickles. I stopped eating pickles for like 3 years after that.
You couldn't take it no more, huh?
No, but when I threw that pickle up, it was so disgusting. I stopped eating pickles. That killed it for me. That it was just so nasty.
Well, I'm glad you still like it.
Randy said fried oysters and hot sauce. Oh yeah. Okay, George. So that seems to be a little snack.
Oh no! See, I'm with Elevated Mind. I'm good. Keep the ranch.
Ew, I'm kind of.
Yeah.
I ain't doing. I don't like those little seafood.
I don't even like mushrooms. So.
Nah, I like me some mushrooms. You know what? I heard mushrooms are good for your brain.
I don't like avocado. I don't like sour cream. I can't do it.
I gotta have my avocado. You guys, make sure y'all check out the live stream that we did on the Avocado Wars. We're talking about how the cartel corrupted the avocado trade allegedly. Make sure y'all go check out that video. It was in season 1 of my live show. Brina said, I hate pickles. Brina, I got a love-hate relationship with pickles. I love pickles, and that's why I was eating them so much. And then once I threw them up, I was done. But I now I eat pickles, but I don't eat them. It's never gonna be the same. I'm never gonna love how much I used to. I used to just eat pickles by themselves.
Broke your heart, huh?
Randy said, once I get sick on something, I never eat it again. That is so true. Ew. Randy said, okay, I'm gonna take that back. Because y'all know I'm Chef Big Bank, and I know that food is a preference. So even though I don't like it, doesn't mean that you shouldn't like it too. Everyone is gonna have their preference, and I want everybody to share what they like to eat. So I'm gonna take that back. Randy said, don't forget the fries with the oysters.
Yucky.
Girl, you gonna mess your stomach up.
Yucky. Yucky.
George can't even talk right now. He's just appalled.
Right. I can't even fathom it.
I mean,
If it was the last thing on the planet, I'd have to eat grass or start eating insects. It's got to be a
have
better
you
way.
ever had the candy with the insects or the candy with the ants before? Brina said no avocado. Oh no, I know. I like avocados. My Mexican food. I love me some guac.
Now I could do a teeny weeny itsy bitsy amount of avocado, but y'all be going getting crazy with it. Like I can't. It got to be a small. Even mayo, it would have to be so light that I can't see it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Brittany said George just offended me talking bad about mushrooms and avocado.
Tell her the mushrooms are squishy. They're squishy. It's the texture. They're too squishy. Ugh. Squishiness, man.
Brina said, George, I can't believe it. No avocado. I know. And you know what I heard? I heard avocados are good for you. I worked with this woman one time where she would bring an avocado to work every day and just eat it by itself because they're good for you.
Hey, I mess with black olives now. I gotta have that.
I mean avocados.
No,
I see what you're talking about. You done skipped ahead of me. Let me hurry up. Randy said, Brina, how are you a Florida girl and don't eat oysters?
Yeah, they got plenty of it down
there. Brina said, I never said I don't eat oysters. Ooh, mushrooms, black olives. I'm not really an olive person, but I'm okay with it on my pizza. And even though I don't eat olives, we had to cook with them a lot when I worked in the kitchen.
I love them.
You like olives?
Black
I like the smell.
It's kind of crazy because they kind of squishy too, but it's different than mushrooms. I don't know.
And then like with olives, you know how you like it's the smell that I don't like, and it leaves like this weird like acidic taste in my mouth. And so if I eat olives, which I don't eat them a lot, it has to be a couple olives. It can't be too much, because then it starts tasting weird.
Right. Well, they got the green ones too.
Yeah, the green ones. I don't know. I never loved olives. I remember when I was working in Oregon, we used to have a taqueria station where people can come get burritos, nachos, right? And some people will be like loaded up with the olives. And in my head, I'm like, oh, this is so nasty. But it has a cervix. So I worked in the kitchen. And some people would like a lot of like cilantro. And some people would not like it. And they said that the cilantro tasted like soap.
Wow.
But yeah, y'all, I got a lot of kitchen stories. We have gone over all the videos for the show. And I just wanted to show y'all, part 2 where they cooking this food. And I wanted to share it with y'all because it blew my mind. So Wednesday, I'm going to be going live later in the week. And I haven't set that live up yet. But so stay tuned for that. Make sure that you turn on the notification bell. And then, George, we want to thank you so much for coming up and talking with us and sharing your experience with us. Thank you so much.
No problem at all. The pleasure is all mine.
Yes, and y'all make sure that y'all subscribe to his YouTube channel. It's pinned in the link. But George, can you put the link in there again, or one of the moderators? But thank you so much for coming up. I'm sure that we will be seeing you again. Definitely a friend to the show, a part of the Foodie Gang investigative team.
Gang. Yes, ma'am. No problem. Thank you for having me.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and drop you out here. I'll see you in these streets.
All right, peace.
All right. All right. Thank y'all so much for everybody that came in. And thank you guys for engaging. So I got my cup here, 907 Goodies with Chef Big Bang. And also one of the t-shirts, 100% Foodie Gang. Definitely shop the merch. We got a couple of shirts available. We have the coffee mug and we have a hoodie. There's going to be more merch coming along, so definitely stay tuned. And like I said, I'm gonna be going live later on in the week. I have not set the live up yet, but y'all stay tuned. Turn on the notification bell because I'm going live randomly every Wednesday on 907 Goodies. I'm dropping pre-recorded content. Make sure y'all, I haven't even told y'all about the Facebook group. Make sure you guys join my Facebook group, Chef Big Bang Foodie Gang fan page. So what the group is it's a bunch of foodies from all over the world where we share our food every day, all day. We're sharing food, sharing what we're making for dinner. We're sharing recipes. We're talking about food. So it's just a great community. So make sure that you guys join the Facebook group and also follow me on Facebook and all my social media platforms listed down below. Shop the Foodie Gang store. And I want to thank y'all so much for staying in here, rocking with me. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Yes, Randy. Randy said Chico shirt. So Chico is Randy's dog. I'm going to be making kid shirts, and I'll be having those pretty soon released on the Foodie Gang store. I have not forgotten, Randy. And then we got Hassan. Make sure y'all go subscribe to It Is What It Is TV. Blaze said notifications are on. Well, thank you. Okay, all my social media platforms, TikTok, which, let's be real here, we don't know how long TikTok is going to be around. So y'all make sure y'all hurry up and follow me. We got Instagram, we got Facebook, and we have Rumble. And as always, you can support this show. Keep the stove on and money sign Chef Big Bang. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. And then the sponsor of the show, Randy and Next Level. Thank y'all so much. And I think that's it, y'all. That's it. So I'm going to go ahead and make me a smoothie for dinner. Stay tuned. I got some more lives coming up this week. And I will see y'all in these YouTube streets, Chef Big Bang be staying out the drama. I'm staying out the drama, and I'm bringing the food, and I'm trying to cook. That's it. Thank you so much, Elevated, for coming through, and I'm glad you finally made it. All right, y'all. I think that's about it. Let me go ahead and hit y'all with the outro video. I'll see y'all next time. This is Kitchen Talk with Chef Big Bank, Season 2, Episode 2. Thank you guys for coming in and rocking with me, and I'll see y'all next time. Foodie gang, gang, gang.
Food gang, gang, gang.
Foodie gang, 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 gang. Foodie gang, 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 gang. Foodie gang, gang, gang. This is Chef Big Bang. Thank you so much for watching at 907 Good Eats. Make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you next Wednesday at 9 a.m. I'm out.